The Mini Cochran here and welcome back to Magical Diary. Yeah. Yeah, I won't do that again. Until she turns up. Yep, Paigeofmaces back in Magical Diary and we are seeking out Professor Grabinier. Ah, Miss O'Maces. As treasurer responsible for managing the freshman class tribute. What, is this turning into the Hunger Games? This is twisted. I've not actually read the Hunger Games. I kind of want to, but yeah, I haven't quite read it yet or watched the films. But it sounds like an interesting series. I might give it a go. But yes. Tribute, sir? The payments American wizards make to the tribal councils for use of their land. Oh. Ah, that tribute. He chuckles. It's almost like we're all British rather than American here. Well, we've got an Australian, or we've got a couple of Australians knocking around. He chuckles. Petunia, in her wisdom, does not consider it necessary for first-year students to cover magical history. That's probably because magic is more important. She enjoys people being confused. Smart is over 30. You have. She enjoys people being confused, I think. She enjoys watching people look confused. Indeed. You may find much of what that woman does is an act designed for similar purposes. Now, for the Thanksgiving tribute, the funds come through the two sources. Ticket sales from the full play and candle sales at the shopping centre where the school rents a kiosk. The purpose is to obtain money from outsiders, the non-magical, given willingly. Candles? Why not candles? Candles are awesome. Why are you so confused, Paige? Coloured and scented to provide festive cheer. And that expression on your face shows you do not like festivities whatsoever. Each class produces their own skill. How well it sells will depend on your skills. Try not to embarrass yourself. That shit-eating grin of his. It's like you want me to embarrass myself, don't you, Professor Grabinier? Well, screw you. I'm not going to mess up because I have this. Oh, that's stirred up a cold breeze. I'm not going to flap that at the screen again. Right. What should I suggest then? Right, apparently, right, let me just check this a sec. I believe it says that taper candles always sell badly. Let's go for pillar candles. Pillar candles are cool. Well, the tea lights are nice. Their colour should be... pink and peppermint. I think we should do pink peppermint scented pillars. Although if we wanted to go for the epitome of alliteration, pink peppermint perfumed pillars. Very well. The candles we produce over the next 3 weeks. The candles will be produced over the next 3 weeks and sold on the 23rd. You will likely be expected to perform a sales shift on that day. Unless you manage to get yourself into detention. I have not got myself detained at all. Not even through Damien's route. I stayed out of detention, although I was expelled twice. That's because I didn't know how to do the magical tests. But poo on you, Grabinair. Yes, Jenna? I'll try to avoid that, sir. QT, green magic. Whew, gain 3 magic, 3 stress. Heal. I learned a new spell. Activity, black magic. Gain 2 black magic, 2 stress. Oh, come on. Inscription. Write or remove words from a target object. I just need one more, then I can just focus on blue magic. Yay! 40! Woo! Disruption. Interrupts the casting of the spell, causing it to fizzle. Fizzle. Sleeping reduces stress. On Saturday morning I get up terribly early and deliver the mail and the allowances, saving our room for last. I hand Ellen her letter when I return. Oh, it's from my family. Ellen carefully works her finger under the sealed envelope flap, opening it with a minimum of tearing, then folds the letter and begins to read. What? She drops back onto her bed with a thud and stares at the paper in her hands. What is it? It's nothing, just a change of plans. Apparently I'm not going home for Thanksgiving. What? Because it's a long way for such a short break, so better for me to stay here. Is that what you want? That doesn't matter. Really doesn't. It's not my decision. I can't go home on my own. I suppose you could always teleport there, but would that count as using magic in a mundane area? I don't know. Frickin' Mondays, frickin' muggles, honestly, making things so much harder. They don't want me there. Well, we want you here, don't we, Paige? Yeah. Come on, we should all do something together today. Alright. Okay. You don't have to do that. I'm fine, really. Come on, Ellen, you're our friend. You're fine about not going home? What, do you hate your parents or something? Ever the subtle person. So, oh, you look upset. What's happened? Your parents had a go at you or something? She is about as subtle as a hammer. You hate your parents? I don't hate them. They just don't want me. Mama's probably glad to be rid of me. What about your dad? He's not around. Is he a square? Yeah, bad time for jokes. I live with my mama and Justin, my stepfather. Was his surname Case by any chance? She married him just in case? Oh god, that was terrible. Your father left you? It's not exactly. She left him with us. Because Jenny's my half-sister. Justin's her dad. Awkward. My father was angry? I don't remember a lot of what happened. Then we moved. And eventually he stopped writing. Mama says I look like him. Ouch. Families are fucked up, man. I'm sure they want to have you home. It's just 800 miles. You're going home for Christmas, right? Driving home for Christmas. As far as I know. Is it okay for people to stay here over the holidays? Yeah, there's always someone staying. Some people don't want to have to go back to being non-magical. Hey, if you want, you can come to our house for the break. Really? Sure, we're used to having people stay over. I mean, I have to ask, but I'm sure it'll be alright. Unless you don't want to, because, you know, my brother. Oh, I'd rather be there than here all alone. Okay, I'll write to Mum and Dad. Let's go do something. Let's go outside. I want some fresh air. Okay. We go for a walk and eventually a run, which occasionally turns into a chase. I'm still the fastest. Suck it, you two! You'd think Virginia would be the fastest runner, seeing she comes from Australia and have to escape the wallabies and the spiders and the snakes and the stingrays and all those kind of things. I know she's not really from Australia, but you know. Allow me to be farcical, please. We have a good time, but tire ourselves out a bit. Have we got anything else in our inventory? No, we've just got the glasses. That will change. Let's check our spell book. We've got light, far sight, true sight, silence, spirit sight, breeze, and then we've got all these things. Teleport other, ooh, teleport self, and darkness. Okay, next week. Morning, dorm room. Flyers up in the halls have informed us there will be a special assembly for all the freshmen this Thursday. No class activities can be scheduled for that day. What should I do this week? Right, we want to get a black magic up, we want to do that, we want to do that, and we want to... gym. Gym, 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 gym. Gym. Yes! Finally! Everything's up to... Ooh! Sets off at simple delayed effects or traps within the castle location. Can be dangerous.
There you are! I've been looking for you. Is everything on course for the fundraiser? You got it set?
Yep. As far as I know.
Great, here's the papers on the booth location and schedules. Do you mind which time you work?
Not really. She has massive ears. In fact, they all do. Not really.
And I'm supposed to be somewhere else after the last shift, and I know it might run over, so...
Run over? Run over what? The moving kiosk? Gonna mow down helpless shoppers? Buy our candles! Buy our candles!
Yeah. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
When two people are going out, is it normal for them to spend all their time together? Not with anyone else?
Oh, for God's sake, why are you people coming to me for romance advice? I am no good with romance advice. Apart from, you know, I don't know, trying to come up with something decent that everyone can use, but fail. Nope. Bollocks. Of course I should if they want to. I don't know. That's too much. Does this affect anything if I tell her something? Nope. I don't know. I don't know what's normal, really. I don't know a lot about dating. Exactly, now maybe people will leave me alone. They think I'm some dating goddess.
Oh. Well, thanks for your help. I'll talk to you later.
Activity blue. Woohoo! Woohoo! On Thursday morning, all the freshmen are gathered together in the gym. Good morning, my bright young things. Today is a special occasion for all of you. You're going to get to practice what you've learned and try some spells out on each other without the pressure of a test or grades. Oh, it's this again. This is an important lesson because in the future exams you may come up against other spellcasters. You'll need to know how to use magic in combat and how to avoid magic being used on you. Will everyone please team up in twos? There's some jostling and shuffling around. Ellen and Virginia pair off, and I end up standing by Virginia's brother Donald. Please pay attention before we begin. I want you to take turns casting spells at each other and blocking them. This is not a battle, and you're not trying to defeat each other. Think of it as like a game of catch. Only with magic. One of you is the pitcher, and one of you is the catcher. You can only pitch when it is your turn, so defenders must only defend and not attack. Also, please don't interfere with any other pairs. That includes casting spells that tend to be messy. No fireballs or ice storms, please. Target only your partner. I will be on hand to deal with any injuries and accidents. If you hurt yourself, please call for help. I'll be right there. Have fun. Fun? I turn to face my partner. Ladies first. I'm not sure what to cast. I've never done this before. You can do a push spell, right? Sure, that's easy. Alright, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I start to cast the spell, but suddenly a wave of cold sweeps over my body and I can't move. The spell fizzles uncast. Ha. I wasn't sure that would work. It'll wear off in a minute. As he said, I am free shortly, but my fingertips are still tingling and sore. Alright, it's my turn now. Are you ready? I suppose. Uno, dos, tres! Cast disruption. Cast push object, dodge, disruption. Did it work? Did what work? Did you feel me zap you? Nope, I guess my spell worked. We wait together for a while, trading spells back and forth. Then Donald holds up his hands and leans in close to whisper something. I've got a great idea. When I say go, you drop to the floor and cover your eyes. I'm going to cast something over your head. Okay. Go! On cue, I duck and cover. There's a whooshing noise and a burst of feet overhead, followed by screams. Donald, what are you doing? Oh, you're in trouble. While your flaming dragon was very impressive. Oh, I missed the fire dragon. I did specifically tell you to avoid large spells. If poor Paige hadn't managed to get out of the way, you would have hurt her badly. Like he cares. This is very disappointing. You've always been so careful in your creativity. Why would you take such a risk? Sprinklers? There are sprinklers in this gym, right? Even if they're magical ones? Defend Donald, stay quiet. Stay quiet, we want to avoid detention. I knew what I was doing. Well, maybe you did, but still a bad example for the other students, don't you think? I'm sure you know there will be a detention for this. Of course. I'll also have to give you 10 demerits. Yeah, well. Try to be good now. Jacob, put Mr. Arias down. She hurries off to deal with someone else. Luckily there are no major accidents for the rest of the session. Friday. Taking gym. Game 1 strong, 1 stress. I love this music. On Saturday morning I get up terribly early and deliver the mail and allowances, then I'm free for the day. What should I do today? Let us to the mall. What should I do at the mall today? Let's go to the magic store. I want to see if I've got enough for the star one. Nope. What costs 30? Tiara. Is that just cute? Yeah, I don't really need cute. Although it does look pretty. No. Or the wand. No, that's just 2. Well, you either want the star wand. Well, I'm still trying to save up for that sextant. Well, that's going to take a while. Let's do. Measure blue magic 40. Although it might end up being a bit superfluous if I get to 60. Oh no, 65 or something. Yeah, no. Let's not buy anything. But I do want that star wand. Either the star wand or the sextant. I finished my shopping and joined my fellow students on return to Iris Academy. Next week. Paige? Yes? Do you like the theatre? Plays? I don't know. Why? Well, the drama club is doing Medea this week. I want to go, kinda want to go see it, but I don't want to go by myself. What's Medea? It's a classic Greek tragedy. It's about a witch whose lover betrays her, and the terrible things she does for revenge. Nice, listening again. That doesn't sound very nice. That's why it's a tragedy. No, that's steps. I'm not going to sing steps. No, 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 stop, stop. No, Paige, don't. They're doing it Friday and Saturday night, and I was thinking I'd rather go Friday. Is it free? No, it's $5 for students. So do you want to come? Yes, no. No, why don't we go again? Yeah, we'll go. Sure, alright. Thanks. I better figure out what else I'm doing this week.
Blue, blue, blue.
Let's study. And then we'll gym, and then we can rest the thing next week. Activity, blue magic. At least I'm escaping all these Potsdam lectures. Almost up to 50. Yes. Come on, keep going. Activity, blue magic. 51! Almost halfway there. Dispersion. Sacrifices some of the caster's magic, causing a target to lose magic similarly. Ooh. Interesting. Studying game. 1 smart, 2 stress. Gym. Taking gym. 1 strong, 1 stress. Ooh, 25, 25, 25. Ellen and I meet up outside the gym. There are lots of people here. Not just students, but ordinary people and families who must have driven up here to see the play. After we buy our tickets, we can go inside. Folding chairs have been set up in rows across the gym floor, facing the stage. Behind the stage, a giant backdrop painting hangs on the wall, displaying marble pillars and steps to suggest a fantasy of ancient Greece. At least it looks like a painting. It's probably an illusion. It's got to be a lot easier than having to paint something so huge. We find a place to sit without anyone too tall in front of us. After a while, the show begins. ... It was every bit as tragic as Ellen suggested, and bloody too. Nice special effects though. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Indeed. Isn't that Shakespeare? No, but someone else. Cosgrove, I think, from The Morning Bride. So what's that one about? Another story of murder and revenge? Sort of. It's complicated. Let me see if I can remember. The rebel leader kidnaps the princess, then they fall in love and get secretly married. But then there's a shipwreck and she's washed up alone and rescued by her father, the king. So the king was to marry her off to his ally. She doesn't dare tell him she's already married to his enemy, and she thinks the rebel fellow is dead anyway. Only he's not, because he washed up somewhere else, and was rescued by a queen who falls in love with him, and the king falls in love with the queen, but they're enemies. So everyone loves someone who loves someone else, and they all try to murder the people they think have betrayed them, and then they feel guilty and try to change their minds. Only it's too late because the plots are already in motion because they end up killed by their own assassins. The moral is, I guess, the revenge is dangerous. Or else don't change your mind. If a man treated me like Jason, I would never do what Medea did. Well, of course you wouldn't do that. But if someone I love betrayed me, they should be punished. Damn you, Damien! She took it way too far, but Jason deserved to suffer for the way he treated her. You can't let people get away with that. He should have been punished. I suppose. You know what they say, don't get mad, get even. Just, not by killing people. Bad plan, indeed. I hear someone nearby snicker. When I turn to look, I can't tell who it was. Half of the audience is still milling around after all. Oh man, now I want Snickers. Anyway, thanks for coming with me. Not a problem. Morning, staff room. On Saturday morning, I get up early to go to the staff room to collect the mail.
Paige, there you are. Here, let me give you a hand with this. We need to get moving.
Where are we going? Kidnap!
To the mall, for the fundraiser.
How could I forget?
You did say you'd cover my shift, remember?
Cover it with what? A dress? Right, which shift is that?
Well, because we're only lowly freshmen, we're supposed to do the last shifts, and the officers have to help set up first thing in the morning, so we're going to be there all day. I mean, you are. I'm really sorry about this. It's just, I promised someone.
Cute.
And I can't. I'll make it up to you somehow.
Cookies, or give me money so I can buy a sextant. It's alright.
Anyway, let's get the mail out.
Minnie and I delivered the mail, including our own allowances, then took a van to the mall with Professor Grebinet, the other student officers, and the goods for our booth. The booth looks very festive with all the candles. It should do well. Anyway, I'm free for most of the day. I can do whatever I want as long as I don't leave. What should I do? Let's go to the games arcade and try to sort of get that to a 5. What costs 2? There are only a few old style video games with joysticks and buttons here. Most of the arcade is filled with racing games, dance pad, claw grabbers, things to give activities, prizes, money, and pinball machines. Meh. Play pinball. Most arcades I've been to only contain 1 or 2 pinball machines. Even though this mall isn't very big, they've got a row of 6 games, and 4 of them are being played already. I noticed Big Steve, a senior from Toad Hall, is already playing. He looks pretty into it too. Oh. Talk to Steve. Why not? I wait for because I don't want to interrupt his concentration by talking in the middle of a game. But he keeps racking up more free balls. Is he ever going to stop? I've already used the pinball wizard joke up. Then, for no reason I can see, he takes his hands off the controls and allows the balls to sink on their own. Why'd you stop? I'm tired of this one. It's boring. He moves over to stand in front of another machine. I talk quickly before he can get a new game started. You're really good at that, you know. Yeah. You must play an awful lot. Are you practicing for a tournament or something? You have pinball tournaments? Seriously? No. And with that he pulls the plunger and sends the new ball into play. Okay, whatever, I guess I better play on my own. Bouncing shiny things around into flashing lights is fun. Stress decreases by 5. As the day passes, I grow more and more bored with the mall. It's a fun place to visit. Well, no one lives here, but wandering around all day with nowhere to go and nothing to do much till it gets old. It's getting dark and cold in here. On the bright side, it makes the display of candles look that much more inviting. Always look on the bright side of life. Oh, that bit's open at the end. I didn't realise that before. No wonder it's cold. It's a wind tunnel. At last it's time for my turn at the booth. To my surprise, Professor Grabinier is standing behind the booth when I arrive. Sir? Do not worry, Miss O'Maces. I am only here to supervise. I am not a salesman. Like we could mistake you for anything else other than a wizard. No, I can't imagine he'd be. No, I can't imagine he'd be a very good one. Yes, you have bought a candle. Well done. You don't have the correct change. How disappointing. 5 demerits. Take your place. I'll be sitting over there if you have need of me. I'll be reading my pink book. I wonder what that book's about. The spell book? And only if you have a need. I do not appreciate being interrupted while I am reading. I am right with you there. It pisses me off to no end when people interrupt me when I'm reading, especially if it's a book that I'm reading for the first time and I'm trying to sink into the world. It's like, "Oi, come and do this! Oi!" Or the phone goes off, or a cat jumps on my leg and starts attacking my foot. Yes, sir. I step behind the booth and look over the current supplies. Once I've taken count of what's available, I get to work, smiling at the passers-by, hoping to encourage them to check out my wares. You could offer free hugs as well, I guess. Free hug with every candle. An older student passes by the booth. Oh, the candles. Do you want to buy one? I know we're supposed to be taking money. No, we're not supposed to be taking money from. I know we're supposed to be taking money from non-magical people, but I think it's against the rules to sell to witches. She picks up one of my pink peppermint pillars and sniffs at it. Pink and peppermint? Do you really think that goes together? Alliteratively, yes. People like alliteration. Apparently someone does. They've been selling. I suppose a small child might find them cute. Or perhaps you should leave them for the children then. Ooh, burn. She rolls her eyes at me but leaves. More people come to check out the candles, and a few buy some. More after I learn to start telling everyone it's a fundraiser for a school. Well, it is. And time passes and passes and passes. I don't have a watch, and I'm not sure how long these shifts are supposed to be anyway. When do we get to go home? I could ask the professor, but he said not to bother him, so we'll have to find out in the next episode. I'm Paige of Maces, TTFN.